So my name's Fredgy Noel. Really happy to be here. I wanted to just talk to you guys a little bit about my experience at VH1 and the short film that I recently finished and is now in festival screening. So for VH1, I am a writer, producer, director, and it's for what I like to call our in-house ad agency. So when it comes to all of our programming, you need to be able to see, like, you want people to watch. So it's like I'm creating commercials to get people to watch our shows, our music programs, all of this. I work in music, so once a month I'll interview an artist, everyone from Adele, Amy Winehouse, like some pretty amazing artists at the beginning of their careers. And they'll be you ought to know artists. And I'll create like a 30-second interstitial about that artist. As far as scripted series, I worked on the TLC film, which is amazing because I got to spend the day with T-Boz and Chili. It's kind of like a dream come true. I'm 33, so having grown up with these women and now to be seeing them as equals, you know, people who really want to be heard, and knowing that I'm going to create that tool for people to be able to like actually hear them has been amazing. I've been there for about 8 years. I started out at MTV as an intern. Then I worked at TV Land for a little bit. And my day changes. It really varies depending on if I'm in an edit. If I need to just sit in an edit bay and just kind of like edit all day. If I need to pitch, meaning coming up with ideas of like how to actually get these stories out there to people. Or I could be in an audio session where I'm just finding the right music. Music is kind of something that we like to take seriously. So there's a lot of time and effort that goes into that. So that's my VH1 experience. About 1.5 years ago, I wrote a short film. The story just kind of felt right, and I shared it with some people, and they were really excited about it, and I started to create a team. The team actually ended up being all women, surprisingly. We had female line producer, stylist, set designer, art director, just major, yeah, that was really interesting. So I shared the story with them. We actually did a Kickstarter, raised $11,000 for it, went straight into casting. We shot the film in 2 days. I edited it, got some music composed, and sent it off to all of the festivals. Some daily rejection letters, but also acceptance letters. That's like part of it, you know. When it comes to the arts, you can't really expect everyone to respect whatever the work that is that you did. But if a few can love it, then some really great things can come of it. And I'm just seeing an abundance of just good energy from those who actually like the work. So I'm going to show you a few things. I'm going to show you my work reel for VH1 so you can kind of see some of the stuff that I do. I'm going to show you a quick tease from the film.
Brothers, and we are hosting the Online Music Awards.
Very technologically forward-thinking.
And we're thrilled to be celebrating how far we've advanced as a society.
Technology!
All right, and stop.
Stop recording. Nope, you just turned it up. You just turned it up.
Well, I don't know what to
You're
push.
just turning it down. Can you pull the thing up again?
Can you back the off of me for a minute?
So
I haven't done this before. I don't know how to do this.
just hit the thing that's...
Now I'm mute.
Yeah, I won't hold the computer.
Well, then press something if you think you can do it.
Why can we have done something like
Let's just
that?
fade to black, all right? Fade to black.
Fade to black. See you later. Goodbye.
No, don't put your hand on it.
The O Music Awards, live stream right now at omusicawards.com.
Stone Mountain is a historic attraction in Georgia. I remember I could have been maybe 10. My mom and everybody saying we can't stay there late because the KKK headquarters was in Stone Mountain. And it's funny now because I live in Stone Mountain. As a matter of fact, it's predominantly black now. As time goes on, people realize that that way of thinking is just, it's so ancient. You just don't think like that anymore.
This spring, VH1 is getting catty with Love and Hip Hop Catlanta.
I just don't want to do this anymore. It's okay.
You
don't care about me because if you cared about me, you won't stress me out. No, I know what you want to do.
Followed by Mob Cats.
I'm
Philly, and I'm not gonna stand down to nobody.
What are you gonna do? Cat, what are you gonna do? I dare you to touch me. You dare me?
Renee's bugging. She's gonna banana.
And the night perfectly with Love and Hip Hop, Meow York.
Do you think that Peter's faithful to you right now?
Well, you better be.
Well, I'm here to tell you that he's not.
How do you know?
Because I just sat on it, sat on it, sat on it.
Applause to come out only on VH1.
These are words that go together well. My Michelle, Misha, my belle, sont deux mots qui vont très bien ensemble, très bien ensemble.
This is our song.
Oh yeah. She's such a great girl. I still can't believe you two are getting
I
married.
know. I mean, come on, look at her though. It'd be crazy to let her go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, we want to know what happens.
So do you guys, yes,
Yeah.
please, that's fantastic. Do you guys have any questions?
Hi, my name is Devin, by the way. I was wondering, like, when you first started getting into film and TV, like, what did you specialize in first? Like, were you just a production assistant, or did you like camera?
Oh yeah, so at VH1 I started as a production assistant for the on-air promotions department. That's what I work for now. And the great thing about working for Viacom is that it's like a university. It's like film school. You know, you go in there and you have the resources, the edit bays, the audio, the people, the support if you seek it, the creative freedom in most departments to actually create things. So I started out as a PA and just kind of like latched on to as many people as I could, learn to get. I went to school, I majored in English and dance, so I think that's where the editing, the pacing of a lot of my editing comes from, just from the dance background. And in English I've been writing poetry, you know, short stories for years. So it all just kind of cultivated into this. Filmmaking is, you can go the film school route, or not. I think they're both valid ways of getting into the industry. It's whatever speaks to you. Some people need that structure. They work well in it, and others need to be able to create their own kind of system. Yes?
I really want to watch this.
I sure will. Thank you. Well, it's actually screening tonight at Anthology Archives.
That was a great tease. I love that song.
Oh, yeah, it's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know, I can get you guys on like our Facebook if you want to follow it.
How much do you know about our graduate film school that we're building that's about to open up, and what do you see as possible in terms of where we can go in college with that?
So as far as the VH1 reel, I wrote, directed, produced everything on that reel, including my cats on green screen, shooting them in my apartment with the lighting background. So I'm a hands-on kind of person. Even if I didn't mix the audio, I know how Pro Tools works. I know the basics of it. I know what kind of music I want. If I'm getting something composed, I know what kind of references to give my audio engineer so that they can work. Your program, that's really exciting. Ted was telling me about that before class. The graduate film program. I think that'll be awesome for Brooklyn College, just because you're gonna get those resources. Like, it's so important to have those, just the hands-on practice. Like, let's say you just shoot a chair, you know, and you shoot a chair in 3 different angles. You now have an edit bay that you can take that into and figure out an interesting way of like making that chair speak or not speak, or finding a track that could, just testing things out. And I think that's what's important in filmmaking, continuing the practice. The technology changes every day. There's a new camera, there's a new lens, there's a new filter, there's a new aspect ratio. There's so many new things that come out. So you want to be able to know you want to be able to master it, you know. And so if you have that program here, I would hope that Spike Lee would do. I mean, like, come on. I think you guys should be really, if you're into that world, if you're into the film stuff, I think that's really exciting.
Hi, I'm into film myself. I'm a film production major here, and I wanted to know, like, personally, what do you think is, I guess, maybe more important when it comes to film, the technology or the creativity of it? Because I will admit sometimes I'm very, like, tech stupid. Like, I'll know the basics, especially with editing. Like, I really love editing because, like, it's fun to cut up something and make it, like, coherent. But, like, how much do you think is the technology versus, like, creativity?
I think there's creativity in technology, because technology, if used properly, it can just create new things. Like, there are so many jump cuts and things that just kind of happen, and it's rhythmic, it's on the beat. You just kind of find yourself in this whole new, like, space from an accident. So I think they go hand in hand. You don't necessarily have to be an editor, I think, like, to be able to create something that's beautiful. I'm a huge fan of collaboration. Even though I did all of this stuff, like, I led the team, but I had a team. Like, I had people to support me and who believed in the idea, and who gave me, you know, feedback when I needed it. Because when you're locked up in an edit bay for 9 hours, no sunlight, things start looking kind of weird. So you kind of just need that extra support.
You deal with the ego that comes with it, because I know in this industry you need to be. It could often get misconstrued with confidence. So, like,
everyone is one, in my opinion, on a set. Like, the PA, the gaffer, the director, we're all trying to make a beautiful project. And if we're not all heard or all respectful of each other, we're not going to do that, because we're going to be holding back, we're going to feel insecure. So you need to really have that kind of environment.
You said your budget was 11 grand, but like, how far did you stretch it? Was it 11 grand?
It's 11 grand is what so 11 grand is what I got from Kickstarter. But then I had to pay $1,000 to Kickstarter, or to Amazon, just because I used Kickstarter, so it was down to 10. So we had this 10K budget. But when you talk about those cafe meetings one-on-one with people, and you talk about we would have a weekly meeting to just kind of talk about social media, the production side, the casting. There's so much that went into it. So I would pay for food and drinks for everyone at the meeting. And then you talk about these festivals. Anywhere from $25 to $100 to submit your film into a festival, and there are a lot of them. I'm probably going to spend, I'm still spending, but
Thank you so much, Fredgy.